Here's how to get 3 Wonder Weapon cases from the Dark Ether in Modern Warfare Zombies. There are several secret rooms and many keys to open them for a chance of valuable loot and power-ups, but before we dive into the details, I want to mention a few things you should keep in mind while doing this side Easter egg. Firstly, this requires access to the Dark Ether Rift, which you can open using sigils, so not the one tied to the Act 4 story mission. If you don't know how to open it, I have a detailed guide on my channel that you can also find in the description. Secondly, I highly recommend doing this inside the normal version of the Dark Ether. Of course, this also works in the Elder Sigil Rift, but you have way less time and more zombie and abomination spawns, which makes things harder. Lastly, the rooms are not guaranteed to give you the cases every single time, and most likely you will exfil with 1, 2 or 3 cases. You can be lucky and find all 5, but to put it into a perspective, I find none in one of my recent games. So the strategy I recommend doing is heavily relies on depth perception, and having Tombstone as a safety measurement is also a great idea. Then you should check all the doors I'm going to be showing just in a second, because by having that perception you can see if there's a Wonder Weapon case inside or not. Then with this knowledge you can go for those keys directly, and it's up to you if you want to collect more randomized keys for power-ups or not. I only advise having Tombstone because if you unfortunately die, you can reclaim the Wonder Weapons in your next game. So our universal starting point is going to be the Pack-a-Punch machine in the middle of the fortress, and I will be using the tech map to show the locations of the corresponding key to each door. The first room will be the top floor bedroom, and to reach it exit the fortress towards the left side from the Pack-a-Punch. You then have to go inside the big house on your right that has this bluish green strip at the top and a few ladders. You can either go inside using the stairs to reach the top floor or use the ladder outside to reach the top floor faster. Here you can see the door and check if there's a Wonder Weapon case inside. If there is, you can find the key next to the scar in the parking lot area in the bottom right corner of the map. Then when you open the door, you can always find a new power-up next to the bed that can have the Wonder Weapon case on it. Next we have the Al Bagra barrack, and you can reach this door by going to the left from the Pack-a-Punch again and going inside this building facing the fortress exit. The lock door is right in from the entrance, so you can see this one even before entering, and if you are lucky enough to have a Wonder Weapon, the key to open this door is always inside the house next to the top floor bedrooms building. That's the one in the middle, and the key is on the table on the first floor, so you can quickly jump inside the window to snatch it. A full armor power-up is guaranteed inside the barrack, and the weapon case should be on the bed. Our next room is the ABF Antiquities, and this is inside the main hall where the Outlast contract takes place, directly behind the Pack-a-Punch. Take a right turn after going inside and use the stairs to reach this door. The key to open it is super close, just leave the hall towards its opposite side and go down this valve. Down here you can find the crate and the key will always be on top of it. Then use the zipline again and head back to the door to open it. This room always has a guaranteed full power alongside the chance for a Wonder Weapon case on the ground. Now let's continue with the officers' quarters rooms, because for the first time this is a double room requiring 1 key per door. To reach this area, go inside the main hall behind the Pack-a-Punch, take a left turn, go up the stairs and take a left turn again. This hallway has 2 locked doors, but you can look inside without even using depth perception. The door on your left is the one you have to open for the Wonder Weapon, because the other only has a max ammo. So to get the key, turn around from the Pack-a-Punch machine and leave the fortress towards the main gate. Here you will see 2 ticket booths, and you have to go inside the one on your left to collect the key from the counter. Lastly, we still have 2 rooms left. Well, technically these are only 2 cells next to each other, and they are called the Munitions Storeroom. Head towards the right from the Pack-a-Punch and you will see this big building. Go inside and navigate through the narrow path between the powder kegs to reach the cells. When there's a case inside, open the left cell instead of the right one, which guarantees an insta-kill. To get the key, leave the storeroom and the fortress through this gate and head towards the warehouse part of the map. You can find the key inside this office building on the stable behind the warehouse. Okay, so these were the keys for the Wonder Weapon rooms, but there are 4 more keys to get. Unlike the previous ones, these are randomly assigned to a door in each game. So the first randomized key is the reward for cleansing the only ether nest inside the Dark Ether. You can access it through the underground section of the fortress or by jumping down from in front of the Pack-a-Punch. I would advise destroying the cyst above the water first, because the key will drop from the last one and I assume you don't want to go underwater to get it. Next we have a doghouse spawning near the warehouse area behind the piers in this little dark section of the map. You have to put at least 3 zombie flash chunks inside to get the key, and you can collect many flash chunks even inside the Dark Ether if you have Casimir grenades or any explosives. And the last 2 keys can be collected by doing a parkour puzzle from the bastions of the fortress. So once you are on top of the bastion opposite to the exfil portal, wait until the bucket part of this floating wheel loader descends. Then jump on it and wait until the wheel descends so you can jump on them again. Then you can jump into the bastion and get the key from the ground. Now you can continue the jumping puzzle from here to get the last key. Wait until the ambulance car descends to jump on it, and then jump on top of the truck to reach the final bastion. Here you can get the last key, which again is randomized in every game. If you are lucky enough to have an ether tag nearby, or you have the Scorcher, getting these 2 keys are much easier. And like I said before, these are only needed if you want to open all the doors or you want to get the power-ups. And of course, as a bonus, here's the image of the Dark Ether with all key, room and exfil locations, and you can also download this image from the description. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you find it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to never miss uploads like this. And I also want to thank all the support around my recent videos, and thank you for watching. Hope I see you in the next one.